Hi everyone, this is Susie. So today we're going to be making chocolate pancakes with chocolate sauce also. And these are the ingredients for the pancakes. I have 1 cup of whole wheat flour, a fourth of a teaspoon of ground cinnamon, half a tablespoon of baking powder, a pinch of salt, 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder. I have 1 cup of liquid, which is half a cup of soy milk and half a cup of coconut milk, but you can do all soy milk or any type of milk that you want. And the coconut milk that I'm using is the one that comes in the can. Okay, so just so you know. And we're going to be using a little bit of vanilla and some maple syrup, and then we'll do the sauce. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I have 1.5 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar, and I'm just going to pour that in to our liquid so that we create a buttermilk. And then I'm going to add a little bit of vanilla extract, maybe about a teaspoon. And then I'm going to add about a tablespoon of maple syrup, and this is optional. You don't have to add any sweetener because the sauce is going to be sweet. Okay, so now I'm going to add, and I'm also going to add some orange zest, if I forgot to mention that. So I'm going to add my cocoa powder. And I'm going to zest about half or so of the orange, maybe a little less. Okay, so now we're just going to add our liquid. Oh, and I forgot to mention the baking powder. You can add up to 1 tablespoon of the baking powder because the original recipe called for 1 tablespoon. And I did it with 1 tablespoon. I just thought they came out just a little too fluffy, if that's such a thing. So if you do want them a little bit more fluffy, you can add up to 1 tablespoon. Or you can even add more, up to 1 tablespoon of the apple cider vinegar as well. That makes them extra fluffy too. But I didn't want to add that much. So this recipe was inspired by a recipe online. I'll leave the information down below. I just tweaked it a little bit. But yeah, it's really good. So you might, depending on how runny you want it, you might need to add a little bit more milk. So I think I'm just going to add, and this is the milk that I use, the unsweetened soy milk. So it just depends. Sometimes it needs a little more, sometimes it doesn't. So I guess it depends on the weather. Okay, that's much better. So it would be up to like 1 1/4 cup maybe of liquid, or a little less, okay? So we're going to put this aside while we make the chocolate sauce. Okay, so I'm heating up my little thing for my pancakes, and then this is the one for the sauce. So I have about 1/3 of a cup of the chocolates, and you can add a little more. I might need a little more, but that's all I had in the bag. So, and then I have some more of my coconut milk, the one that came in the can. But you can add soy milk if you like. So that was like 4 tablespoons. It's about 1/4 of a cup of the milk. And now I'm going to add more of the orange zest. This is up to you as much as you like. If you don't like orange zest, then just leave it out. Okay, so now I'm going to butter a little pan. Okay, so now I'm going to add a little bit, about 1/4 of a teaspoon, or maybe a little less, of cinnamon. Oops. Let's see. And then I'm going to add some maple syrup. So you can add as much as you like, depending on how sweet you want it. So it's going to be like a chocolate maple syrup sauce. Oops. So that was 2 tablespoons. And I'm going to add a little splash of vanilla extract. Okay, so I'm going to turn it off now. It's all melted. Okay, it's been about 4 minutes. So now we're going to flip that over and let it cook for a couple more, 2 or 3 more. And here is the chocolate sauce. And this one is pretty runny. You don't have to leave it this runny, but I like it like this. It will thicken as it cools a little bit. But like I say, it's more like a chocolatey syrup sauce. It is so yummy, you guys. Really good. Okay, so here you have it. Now I'm just going to make one more, okay? Isn't that beautiful? Okay, you guys, so here are the pancakes. They didn't come out like super extremely fluffy this time, but they did when I added, but they're fluffy enough, you know. They did when I added the 1 whole tablespoon of the baking, what is it, powder. And here is our sauce. So and then I'm going to add some bananas. Ah! They're slipping. Oops. And then a little strawberry. So fancy! Isn't that beautiful? Oh my goodness! Let's dig in. Okay. Oh my god. This makes life worth living. This is so good, you guys. Oh my goodness. So yummy. These are amazing. These are so good. So good. Okay, so I think this is a recipe that I got it from. It's called, what is it called? No Fuss Vegan. The No Fuss Vegan chocolate coconut pancakes. So these actually have like coconut flakes and stuff. So I tweaked it a little bit. But this, if you want to go to the original recipe, there it is. And the chocolate sauce, I just made it up. So I hope you guys give this a try. Oh, the other thing is that this chocolate sauce, I tried it over ice cream and it was really good with that. So if you have any leftover, you just put it in a container, you store it in your fridge, and you might need to like reheat it a little bit to thin it out again. The other thing is that I make a bigger or a double batch of pancakes. Like I'll just make the whole batch of pancakes, and then the leftovers, once they're cooled, I just store them in the fridge, and then I just reheat them as I go. Like, and it'll last maybe like a couple days or so, and they're really good too. So you can either like reheat them in your little toaster oven, or in like a regular little pan or something, and that's also nice. So that way you don't have to be making a new batch every time. You just make one and then you just reheat them. So I think that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.